Welcome to the Bitcoin February forecast. Here we go. A lot of people are wondering what's been going on with crypto. Why are we just paused out, stalled out? Some altcoins are getting wrecked while others are going off potentially to their next level of price appreciation. All right, none of this is financial or investment advice. If you're new here, I'm Jack. I'm an engineer gone crypto astrologer. On this channel, I combine technical analysis with astrology. My predictions are now at 89% accuracy. I got a couple things wrong with January. It's been a very difficult month to predict, but not so bad. Beware of the spam bots and don't fall for the crypto scams in the comments below. Watch this video all the way to the end because I'll be giving my Bitcoin predictions at the end, including the astrology, plus a crypto fact sheet that you don't want to miss. And definitely click the like button. All right, smash the like button. If this video gets 300 likes, I'll make an XRP, Solana, and Ethereum forecast video for February. All right, guys, so that is my promise to you. Let's take a look at the astrologies. That's what we do here on this channel. So what is most significant this month? We have a lot of themes with this planet right here, Saturn. All right, now Saturn can bring some tough lessons in reality. So that is the main reason I put a warning on the thumbnail of this video, is because we have a lot of Saturn energy. We're getting Saturn conjunct the Bitcoin Uranus. That is a possible concern, but there is a small chance, I'll just say, there's a glimmer of hope that Saturn conjunct the Bitcoin Uranus could actually be very bullish. A lot of astrologers are saying that it's very, very concerning, that we could start dumping. And though that may be true, I'll talk about a possibility that this could actually be a really bullish month. All right, so we'll be diving much deeper into that. One really interesting thing is that really in the last 12 hours, we got Uranus, this planet, just went direct. Now, typically when Uranus goes from retrograde to direct, it brings a major market shift to the crypto markets. So what exactly is retrograde? You've probably heard it before. It's basically, if you take a look at the Earth's axis here, I'll give a very simple explanation. It's basically when Earth is at a 90-degree angle to Uranus from its axis here. And basically when that happens, well, let's go backwards in time. So when we're going this way, it appears that Uranus is going to the right from the point of view from the Earth. But then when the Earth comes around its axis here, now it'll appear that Uranus is going the opposite direction. You see that? So Uranus just went direct from the point of view from the Earth. It does not mean Uranus is switching directions. It means that we are switching directions as we're going around the sun, from the point of view of the Earth. Now, interesting thing is on February 4th, we're also getting Jupiter is going direct as well. So as Earth comes around the bend here, Jupiter will then appear from the point of view of Earth to switch directions, but really Earth is just going the opposite direction around this axis here. So hopefully that makes a lot of sense. I really appreciate the comments where people are understanding for the first time what retrograde actually means. So typically February 4th, with Jupiter also going direct, also brings a major market shift. So we're seeing potential for major changes right now in the crypto markets. And we'll be diving into see if that will flip the markets bullish, going up, or bearish, going down. All right, so let's dive in, shall we? So let's look at the charts. We're going to discuss the Bitcoin weekly chart, the Bitcoin 1 month chart, the stochastic RSI, global liquidity index, which is really, really significant what I've been seeing here. Bitcoin price has been following the global liquidity index to a T. The daily exchange volume, which I've been tracking for months and months and months, and the business cycle, which is really, really important. All right, let's dive in, shall we? So here's the Bitcoin price chart. As you can see, this yellow line is the global liquidity index. Look at how closely, almost exactly, Bitcoin has been following this yellow line. All right, now this is a very special chart that I got. It's actually going out all the way to, we can see where it's going all the way out into April. So this is actually giving us hints to where we could be headed. Now take a look that ever since literally the global liquidity index peaked at the top here, almost on the exact day of the Bitcoin peak, just one day off. And then Bitcoin started to fall off after that. But luckily, Bitcoin didn't fall as much as this global liquidity index line, because then that would mean we'd be at 76K. But so Bitcoin seems to not fall as much as this yellow line. However, when the yellow line gets a pump, when it goes up, Bitcoin seems to get a nice run up, because we saw that ever since kind of January 14th. This yellow line went up to a peak here, and Bitcoin did the same thing. Bitcoin pumped to a peak. Then we've been falling off, and Bitcoin has been holding up very strong. We did get a dump down to 97K, but Bitcoin has been really resilient. We're getting a little tiny pump here all the way to February 4th approximately, when Jupiter goes direct. And then we get a tiny dump here, and then we start pumping potentially around February 8th. So really, really interesting. And yeah, so could Bitcoin be getting another pump in February? Certainly possible. So we're going to look at the weekly close. We jump in here. By the way, the blue line coming up in March is the total lunar eclipse, which is actually very concerning. And I'll be giving a Bitcoin astrology update for March soon, towards the end of February. If you want to get access to that, definitely hit that subscribe button so that you can stay tuned for that coming out soon. And so far, Bitcoin's weekly price action here is, we went all the way down to 97 and we've been pumping all the way back up. So that's looking good. If we look at the stochastic RSI, we're getting a cross up, which actually is really bullish historically. We still do have to close the week, but that is looking very good. As typically when we get a stochastic cross up, we get a very nice run with Bitcoin. Now, even if we go to the monthly stochastic RSI, Bitcoin has already crossed up and is still pumping. The momentum is still going up, so that is still bullish for Bitcoin. It's looking nice there. Now, another chart I want to look at is this one here. This is very significant. I'm going to take off the global liquidity for now, and we just look at the blue line. Now, this is the business cycle, and historically, Bitcoin has followed this very closely. So what I can do is I can bring Bitcoin up on the chart and show you exactly the proof of that. So as you can see, when the business cycle goes up, we get a massive run for Bitcoin. Bitcoin's down here. I could try to make it a little bigger. There we go. You see when the business cycle, this is kind of macroeconomics, and then 2021 business cycle goes up rapidly and Bitcoin gives that major pump. Bitcoin's down here, business cycle's up here. And then when the business cycle drops, then Bitcoin goes into bear market. Now, as you can see, the business cycle has gone up a little bit since 2023, but not very much. It has not gotten a major pump. So we're going to get the next data coming in here at the end of the month. So literally within like 12 hours, we're going to get the next data point here. And if the business cycle goes above 50, that could be signaling a potential bull run, mega pump for crypto. So that'll be really interesting. I'll zoom in here. We'll be waiting on this next line here if we're going to go down or if we're going up. I'll keep you guys updated with that. So definitely hit that subscribe button to get video updates on, this business cycle, because it's really, really significant chart here. I also want to show the daily exchange volume. Unfortunately, we were pumping when Trump came into office. When he was inaugurated, he launched the Trump coin. The daily exchange volume went way up, and then it almost looks like it looks like it was a fake out, because then we just fell off right after. So investors the volume left the building. The good news is we're still kind of above this level, 52, but we have dropped below these levels that we were at in December. So this is could be a red flag unless we start pumping back up very quickly. And so if we get a lot more bullish momentum with February, and this starts going back up, that'll be really bullish. But so far, this is not looking good. Okay, now let's jump into the rest of the presentation. So Uranus goes direct, as I mentioned in the beginning of the video. This is January 30th. We've already seen that. Now, this could be a bullish sign because Uranus is coming out of a sextile with Venus and Mars, and that's typically leaning positive. And then on the same day, we had Jupiter trine the Sun, which is a positive. Well, Jupiter is a planet of expansion. Trine is a positive aspect, and to the Sun, as Uranus is switching direct. So that's looking overall positive. All right, now the end of January, just to review, January 6th, we got Saturn conjunct the Bitcoin, progress Venus. I made a video about that. Check it out. And we got a dump on that day. So I warned y'all we could get some negative price action. We got that on January 26th. Bitcoin dumped to 97K. January 27th, we got a positive Mars sextile to Bitcoin Saturn. January 29th, we had new moon conjunct the Bitcoin North Node, which is positive. Made a video about that. And markets have been reacting positively to that positive astrology. Now, the February general astrology, February 4th, as I mentioned, we have Jupiter goes direct, and it's trining Mercury. And so Jupiter is the planet of expansion, trining Mercury, the planet of trading and markets. And so that could be, knock on wood, a very positive momentum shift for the markets. February 7th, Venus is sextiling Pluto. That's positive, looking good. February 9th, Mars trine Saturn. And by the way, this is around the time that global liquidity index was getting that pump upwards. So this is looking really good for around February 7th, February 9th for a potential pump. I'm really liking that. February 12th, now here's the first major concern here. February 12th, full moon, Uranus, we're getting a square, a hard square. Uranus, the planet of technology and crypto, squaring the moon, squaring the sun, and squaring Mercury, the planet of trading. And so that is a concern. We could get a correction at that point, or perhaps things stall out a bit. Another possibility is perhaps Bitcoin stalls out a bit and the altcoins continue to run. That is possible. February 23rd, we're getting Mars stationing direct. That's kind of a wild card, not really sure how that could affect markets. February 27th, we do get the new moon in Pisces, sextile Venus and Uranus, but it's also squaring Jupiter, the planet of expansion. So that's kind of a wild card. It's tough to say what's going to happen around February 27th. Let's go to the February Bitcoin astrology. So this is specifically where the planets in the sky are making specific geometrical aspects with the actual Bitcoin astrology chart that I've created. Okay, and so February 4th, we're getting Mars trining the Bitcoin Uranus. That's positive. And Mars can be explosive energy. So there's a possibility we could be getting a nice pump in the beginning of February. But then February 5th, we get Venus and Aries squaring the Bitcoin Pluto. That's a concern. February 12th, we get Venus. Right on that full moon, we get Venus squaring the Bitcoin Mars. That's a concern. Venus, the planet of money, is squaring Bitcoin Mars, which is kind of explosive energy. So it kind of another indicator that we could be seeing a correction for Bitcoin perhaps around February 12th, maybe even afterwards, because here's some more major concerns. February 16th, we have Saturn conjunct the Bitcoin Uranus. Now, the very interesting thing is we also had Saturn, this exact transit, June, July of last year. All right, and Bitcoin dumped at that time from around, what was it? What price was Bitcoin back then? That was a while back there, but we did get a Bitcoin dump in that summer. It was, what was it, from 70K down to, I guess it went all the way down to 49K at one point. So Saturn conjuncted the Bitcoin Uranus in June, July of last year. And then it retrograded. And now it's coming back around the bend. So this is called the third pass. So this is going to be the third time Saturn is conjuncting the Bitcoin Uranus. And the good news is sometimes the third pass can flip bullish. All right, Saturn can bring hard lessons in reality, but if you put in the hard work, if you put in the grit and all the things that Saturn represents, I mean, Bitcoin's proof of work, Saturn represents hard work. You know, so Bitcoin, there's a chance that Bitcoin could flip bullish around February 16th. Or perhaps Bitcoin pauses out, Saturn can bring pauses, and perhaps we get the altcoins running. All right, that would be the most bullish scenario. And then we have February 24th, we get Pluto conjunct the Bitcoin Mercury. Now, Pluto is power and regeneration, conjuncting the Bitcoin Mercury, the planet of trading and markets. This is difficult to predict, but it could mean there's powerful talks about Bitcoin on the world stage, as there already have been with Trump being very, very pro-Bitcoin and pro-crypto. But perhaps there's even other world powers talking about it. It's tough to say. I've put, you know, kind of alarming emojis here. It's tough to say if that's bullish or bearish. It's a bit of a wild card. But note that Saturn and the North Node are in Pisces. So that's another slight bullish indicator. All right. Now, just to visually see this on the chart, we have Saturn. So look at the, whoopsies, let me go back for a second. Saturn, this red planet here in Pisces, is going to come exactly conjunct the Bitcoin Uranus. So Bitcoin is the circle in the middle, Bitcoin birth chart, and then on the outside circle is Saturn, where the planet will actually be transiting in the sky. So Saturn's going to be exactly conjunct Uranus, and that's on this date, February 18th Asia time, but February 17th United States time. All right, and so that's what it looks like there. And then Saturn's going to continue to move forwards into March, and it's going to be exactly opposing the Bitcoin Saturn. And that actually brings a lot more concern in March. All right, so I'm actually much more concerned about March than February. I'll just say that. Now, another bonus here, guys. Let me know if you like this in the comments below. I'm going to bonus you some Solana astrology. February 12th, we're also getting a Saturn theme with Solana. Saturn conjunct the Solana Neptune. This is concerning for Solana. However, just like Bitcoin, it's so crazy. Just like Bitcoin, this is the third pass, because this transit hit in June, July of last year as well, when Solana dumped from, what was it? Dumped from 220 down to 120. Okay. So once again, this is concerning. This is cautious, but it also could flip bullish. So I think a lot depends on how we close the month of January. Do the altcoins close pretty high? Do we get a dump at the end of January? And then how do we start February? Does February get a nice pump for the altcoins and for Bitcoin? Then this could flip bullish. This could actually be very bullish in the best case scenario. So Saturn themes, we're talking a lot about Saturn. So Saturn represents discipline, hard work, reputation. So this is important because which altcoins and which cryptocurrencies have the best reputation? Well, arguably Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, those types of coins. So the fact that Solana and Bitcoin already have a great reputation and Trump is talking about it on the world stage is very good. Perhaps means that the hard work and the discipline has been put in. And so in that case, Solana and Bitcoin could flip bullish this month, February. It also represents regulation. So perhaps we could have more regulatory clarity coming out, which arguably could be bullish. You know, under the previous presidential administration, regulations were terrifying. It was like the scariest thing possible because they were so aggressive and so negative towards crypto. But perhaps it could flip bullish, like I've been saying. It also represents achievements, solid track record. So which altcoins have the best track record? And arguably Solana has a very good track record. Bitcoin does as well, Ethereum. Overcoming obstacles. All right, so crypto has been overcoming so many obstacles since its inception. And then lessons in reality, and it can be hard lessons in reality. So we do need to be aware that there could be some hard lessons in reality in February. All right. So Bitcoin 2021. So I'm seeing looking at the charts, I've been seeing some similarities to the price action of Bitcoin in February, March 2021 distribution phase, when arguably a lot of smart money was selling at that time, compared to January 2020. Sorry, that's a typo. January 2025, where we're at right now. So here is the chart. So we look at the left side is where we are right now. Is, you know, Bitcoin's gone up, it's gone down, it's corrected, and then it's gone back up. And it had a little correction at 97, and then it's headed back up here. You know, it's gone to 105 again. And then if we look on the right side, we see 2021, what Bitcoin did. Look at how similar these two charts look. We go up, we go down, we come back up, little correction down, and then we're going back up. And take a look at this red line. You see this red line that's starting up here and it's going down. All right, that is the Bitcoin dominance. Now, the interesting thing is right around this green area, you see this green rectangle here? That's around the time when Bitcoin dominance really fell off a cliff there. You see that? And what happens when the Bitcoin dominance really tanks? Well, altcoins go to the moon. Altcoins pump like crazy, and everyone in the crypto market gets extremely excited. So really interesting that this is all seeming to line up compared to the 2021 price action, where if history repeats, and that's a big if history repeats, we could actually see an extremely explosive month for February with extremely positive price action, arguably for the altcoins. Now, it could be bullish for Bitcoin as well, but look at what happened over here where Bitcoin kind of paused out and then it dumped. And then it did get one last pump in April, but then that was it. That was all she wrote. Then it fell off after that. Now, some very important news for February 1st is this is when Donald Trump's tariffs start. Now, this is a kind of a wild card. Definitely a bit of a concern as well, but I believe the markets already have this priced in because this news has been out for months and months already. But this is when his tariffs go live, and he pledges sweeping tariffs on steel, semiconductors, and other imports. So slight concern there, because historically tariffs can lead to increased consumer prices, increased U.S. manufacturing costs, and reduced U.S. exports, which could increase inflation. That's the negative side. However, if Trump is somehow able to reduce income taxes, which he's talked about, then that could really help. But he hasn't showed any action towards that yet necessarily. He has talked about it briefly. Just a quick note, definitely click that subscribe button if you're liking this information, as I'll be coming out with more videos. And you want to stay tuned to these new videos that I'll be putting out about Solana, XRP, Ethereum, and astrology. All right, guys? Thanks. Now, this is the Bitcoin average monthly returns mapped out for each month. Now, you see this red arrow. We're heading into February. Historically, February is quite bullish for Bitcoin. It's 12.61%. Bitcoin gets positive price action. So that's looking good. And in the best case scenario, if things repeat like 2021, we could get a nice altcoin run. Now, quick announcement, the Crypto Astro Mastermind. There are 2 spots available for February. And when you sign up, all you got to do is click the link below in the description box. Once you sign up, you will receive instantly in your email inbox the amazing high value bonus training that I just recorded a few days ago, the Bitcoin Astrology 2025 forecast. This is the Bitcoin astrology for the entire year. So if you're a crypto enthusiast and an astrology enthusiast, you don't want to miss this. With this amazing bonus, the Bitcoin Astrology 2025 forecast, you'll be able to have increased clarity each month because you'll see exactly what the Bitcoin astrology is saying, what the stars are saying, what the astrology is. Know which months are bearish versus bullish. Now, if you're new to crypto, bearish means the price go down, bullish means the price go up. Increase your chances of not losing money, right? Isn't that the number one thing that we want to do, is not lose money? We want to make money, right? So by knowing and being aware of specific months of extreme caution, or knowing, which months there could be a huge dump, then you'll increase your chances of not losing money because you'll be able to make calculated decisions. For example, just as an example, taking profits before the most extremely cautious months where we could get a huge dump in the markets. And hint, that month is coming up very, very soon. You'll also be able to feel more confident knowing when to decide to take profits. And that could be the most valuable part of this training. So how can you get this? All you got to do is click the link below. Now, when you get to the checkout page, make sure to scroll all the way to the bottom and type in the coupon code, to the moon. Very simple, to the moon. Then click the little check mark box. You'll get major savings, and this is lifetime access to this Crypto Astro Mastermind. You'll get monthly group calls with me, by the way. You'll get to ask me what questions you have about the markets, when to take profits, things of that nature. Guys, you want to jump on this because February is arguably the most critical month of this year, and we need to make calculated decisions this month, whether we take profits or not. All right, that's all I'm going to say. Now, as promised in the beginning of this video, we have this special fact sheet. If you haven't seen this already, this is the executive order to establish the United States leadership in digital financial technology. All right, this is an executive order from President Trump. You can download the fact sheet below if you haven't read it already. Super bullish for crypto. So this executive order establishes the U.S. leadership in digital financial technology. That's crypto. Click the link in the description box below. That's just an added bonus for you guys. Now, the moment you've all been waiting for, the Bitcoin prediction. So Bitcoin could go up in early to mid-February before a correction. As you remember, we were getting all those Saturn transits in the second half of February. But of course, in the most bullish scenario, there are no guarantees, yet in the most best case, altcoins could get a nice run. But in my opinion, a lot of that depends on XRP because XRP has been pumping more than most other altcoins, and we must see a bullish close for XRP tonight. And I've made a previous video on that. You can check it out on my channel. But XRP needs to close above $2.93. If we close XRP the month of January above $2.93, that's going to look very, very bullish for XRP and arguably for the rest of the altcoins in the crypto market. All right. Like and share this video if you enjoyed this. Subscribe. Click that subscribe button. And let's top it off with a Crypto Astro theme song. All right, shall we, guys? So I'm going to be going over here to the charts, and we're going to be turning on some epic crypto music.
Yo, we hit the bull, ain't no time to hesitate. Sats stacking fast, wealth accumulate. Banana phase hitting, markets going wild. Lambos on the lot, crypto millionaire style. Money printer going brr, can't stop the flow. Fiat burning down, but my wallet's on the glow. I see the charts is parabolic all day. Bulls running crazy, ain't no bearing away. Every dip's a gift, don't fumble the bag. Huddle like a pro, never looking to lag. We riding this wave to the outer stratosphere. Banana phase begun, it's the time of the year. Hit this up, we in the banana phase. Take a bull run, watch some money print a blaze. Goes the cash, it's raining green. We all getting rich, living out the dream. We see the whales swimming, but we surfing with ease. Money moving faster than the wind through the trees. Bitcoin taking off, Ethereum's on a tier. All coins go bananas, fortunes everywhere. This is the fall of a lifetime, don't lose your grip. Diamond hands on deck, never let it slip. Money printer singing brrr, non-stop. Fiat's losing value, but we rising to the top. Don't get shook, don't sell too soon. We chasing fortunes under that crypto moon. This the phase where legends are made. So hold strong, don't be swayed. Hit this up, we in the banana phase. Take a bull run, watch some money print a blaze. Goes the cash, it's raining green. We all getting rich, living out the dream. It's the time to huddle, don't fold the break. Keep stacking sats, let the money quick. Mega bulls coming, don't let it slip. You fumble now, you miss that rocket ship. Hit this up, we in the banana phase. Take a bull run, watch some money print a blaze. Goes the cash, it's raining green. We all getting rich, living out the dream. like a tidal sea. Banana phase madness, it's the time to trust. Hold tight, stack high, don't F this up.
Don't F this up. We in the banana phase. Make a bull run, watch the money print a blaze. There goes the cash. It's raining green. We all getting rich, living out the dream. Don't F this up. We in the banana phase. Make a bull run, watch the money print a blaze. There goes the cash. It's raining green. We all getting rich, living out the dream.
All right, everybody. How did you like that crypto music there? Let's see what comments we have. We have quite a lot of comments. Holy moly. Do you feel that this cycle is the one when the altcoin bubble might pop? There are too many of them. So every one of them can't possibly have the huge randomness in the past cycles. I mean, there's a bubble pop in every cycle. Are you saying like the altcoins, some altcoins disappear and go bye-bye? It's possible. But, I mean, U.S. crypto regulations are so supportive, so bullish for crypto. Ones that have utility will thrive and take all the liquidity. Well, arguably ones that have the great utility and have the best marketing, because we're looking at this crazy meme coins that are arguably performing better than coins with great utility, such as Polkadot, such as Polygon. You know, these meme coins are outperforming those coins that have great utility. So the marketing is also very important. February is the alt season. It's certainly possible. Are you also calculating Bitcoin solar returns and lunar return? Oh, great point. So we get the total lunar eclipse. Oh, wait. Let's see. Bitcoin solar returns. Well, the Bitcoin solar return chart is looking pretty good. Is looking good for this year. So I haven't reviewed that in a while, but it is looking positive for this year. So that's good. Maybe it will be healthy to stick with the big infrastructures rather than the so-called brand new Bitcoin killers, ETFs killers. Maybe we'll see. Bitcoin correction pause after labor market news next week in alts. Yeah, we'll have to see. Loving the soul analysis. Thank you. What are your thoughts on Ethereum? Man, Ethereum has just been stalled for such a long time. I do think Ethereum will have its day. I'm not sure when. Literally, it could be any day now. It could be February, but I've been saying that for months and months and months. I thought Ethereum was going to break out in like November, but it wasn't able to fully. I mean, it did break out, but it wasn't able to get a new all-time high. I think it's because Solana has been taking a huge market share from Ethereum. I think that's the reason. How long alt season can be? Probably very short. It could only be a month. In fact, I think we have February potential for alt season, but it would be a short alt season. It would be done probably by sometime in March. And we'll have to wait and see what happens after March, because I don't think March is looking good. After March, there could be potentially another altcoin season later, but I'm not going to be assuming that until after we get through March. XRP to the moon. What about Polkadot? Polkadot has been not performing well, so I do not own Polkadot. But if we get an altcoin run in February, Polkadot could do pretty well. It could get up to a nice retrace. Wow, the song is excellent. Thank you. Thank you for the comments on the amazing song. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out how to put up the song on, what is it called? I can't even think of the name. SoundCloud or whatever. Hey, God bless you too. Thank you so much. Yes. And I am a very spiritual person, and some of you can kind of get that transmission through my videos, so I really love that. And yes, I'm all about spirituality and God and the universe and following the flow, following the intuition. All right, thanks everybody for tuning in. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you on the next video. Many more updates to come, so stay tuned and subscribe. By the way, once again, if we get 300 likes on this video, I'll come out with an XRP, Ethereum, and Solana update for this month. All right. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Thanks for supporting the channel, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.